Hello everybody, this is Rice with another war recap coming at you this time from 1001 Templars, showing our recent CWL Apex placement war against Michigan Rose. As you can see, we took a pretty handy defeat, 92 to 97, lost by 5 stars, lost by a percent on percentage as well. And yeah, not much more to say about that. I guess the reason we lost, a big reason we lost, was our 10v11 struggles. We went 2 out of 12. And since we ran a 5, 14, 15 breakdown, I believe, was a 34v34 war. We had a little bit of uneven matchups, so we basically removed a Town Hall 10 from their side and a Town Hall 9 from our side, made it a 34v34 war. And yeah, so back to what I was saying, we only cleared 2 out of their 5 Town Hall 11s, 10v11, and invested a lot of hits trying to do so. So meanwhile, they only invested 5 hits into 10v11, and yeah, found the same success. They went 2 out of 5, we went 2 out of 12, so we used up a lot of Town Hall 10 hits, not really getting the job done, and that's kind of what put us behind later into the war. Yeah, both sides had an 11v11. We had 4 10v10s and they had 7 of them, so they found greater success there, and that's because of their 9v9 game. They cleared our 9s very quickly and had 10 attacks left over for 9v10 scouts, whereas we took a little bit longer, had 4 scouts afterwards. Neither of us needed a dip though, so, or 10v9 dip at least, so yeah. That was good, and 11v10 dips, both of us went 6 out of 7, 1 fail on each side. So anyways, enough of the statistics. We're going to jump into what we accomplished here. Up at the top, some dips, and then we have Alex, who went for 2 11v11s here. He found success on the first one, a 3-star, and then the second one was a pretty brutal 96% 1-star, and we didn't end up hitting that base again. So that was just left with the 1-star and 96%. So if like one more defense had gone down, that's 2 extra stars right there. So yeah, really unfortunate, really close, but then, I mean, can't really complain about our misfortune when we also allowed 97 stars from Michigan Rose. So yeah, just shout out to them, great war to them. Moving along down on our side, some more dips from Batman, perfect on dips, good job to him. Some 10v10s, we had GWP with the 10v10, Darlington with a fresh hit, almost got 2 fresh hits. GWP actually cleaned up his second attack. Stefan with a 99%. Yeah, I got hit with a corner building and time failed on that one, so really unfortunate. Down to our 10v11 struggles, as you can see here, Carter got a fresh hit 10v11, so we're going to take a look at that for sure. And then Chupacabra with a 10v10 cleanup 6-pack. Yeah, down to the 9s. We had 7Co with a 6-pack, and we had me with a fresh hit 6-pack. That's actually my first competitive 6-pack, so shout out to me. Pretty proud of that one. And then Chupacabra at Town Hall 9 also getting it done with a 6-pack. So jumping into the replays, we are going to first start off with Alex's 11v11. Yeah, he did this pretty early on in the war too, so yeah, you know him from our NDL wars, doing the same thing over in CWL. Yeah, glad he's here, really. Love to see his 11v11. So anyway, starting off with a queen walk, couple of loons, finds a seeking air mine, so great job with those loons as well, gets what he needs out of them. Yeah, queen walk, he doesn't break his queen in, she's mostly just setting the funnel, because as you can see, if he did break her in, not really sure where she would go, and she'd probably get tagged by the single inferno, and he didn't want that. So she's just setting the funnel for the rest of his attack, which he starts off with the golem on the wall, drops the rest of his heroes and a bunch of bowlers. This is mostly just a mass bowler, brought 4 witches in there as well with a bunch of skeletons for the single infernos. And now his entire army is just grouped up into one giant mass. Rage spell, super effective. Warden ability catches almost everything. And the first single inferno goes down. A bunch of skeletons distracting the second single inferno. Queen is caught up by the hound, but not really an issue there. And at this point, his army kind of spreads out. He has a bunch of stuff going down the side. King and some bowlers. Yeah, down the side and into the middle, he's got another few bowlers with his queen, the warden, and the healers. So yeah, an interesting split there, and not really sure because of the split where to best use the heal spell, so he tries to use it over here, save as much as he can from those bomb towers from the queen, and that works out nicely because, as you can see, these witches and their skeletons are going to take out the queen. His troops have kind of fizzled out at this point though. Gets what he needs down there, and it's kind of just down to his queen walk that he started with. Healers, yeah, didn't switch onto anything else. Stuck with the queen the whole raid, so that was pretty helpful. Wizard up at the top takes out the final builder's hut, making sure the queen doesn't run on the outside right before he goes down, so pretty heroic wizard there. And at this point, queen can pretty much reach everything. There's some scary point defenses, some cannons, archer tower, expo, but he saved queen ability all the way till now anyways. As soon as that archer tower locks on, drops the minion for some cleanup. So good awareness, knowing what he needs, and we're going to ×2 through the rest of this raid. Pops the queen ability that he saved, which ends up killing that minion, so oh well. And he's going to finish off on this Tesla down there for the 3-star. All of his healers still alive. Not sure where all the air mines were. They might have been like in the core. His queen kind of avoided all of that section. Yeah, not sure. Probably set to defend 10v11 attacks and not an 11v11. So gets a little bit fortunate there, but nonetheless, great attack to Alex. Gets the 3. And moving along down, let's take a look first at Mike's 2-star. On to Kelvin. This was a high percentage 2-star. Very nice hit. Yeah, 10v11 wasn't a fresh hit, but I think it was the second attack on the base, and he really smashed it. So we're going to take a look at that. Starts off with some archers around the edges, just 4%. And he's going to go ahead and start off with the queen walk. Brings the CC healers as well as the loon to come out right away and test for air mines. And yeah, this queen walk was pretty essential to his plan, so just made sure he had the high-level healers instead of, I guess, high-level Valks. Maybe he would have brought otherwise, or a max golem. Anyways, chooses the healers, and he's going to go ahead, drop a giant to tank for the wall breakers. Very nicely done there. Successful wall break. And queen's just going to keep going. She's going to step in, drops the rage spell as she's coming into 3-point defenses. 4 of them now, actually. But gets rid of that cannon pretty early on, and now enemy queen's going to step up, and his queen's going to take her out with that rage and the poison. Good use of the poison. Would have needed ability otherwise, and he's going to go ahead and save that. Gets double use out of the poison, but since that was kind of fading, going to go ahead and drop his second poison for the CC. That Inferno is on multi-target mode, so no real threat to the queen walk there, just kind of pesky. Just being very patient with his queen walk, getting lots of value, and she's going to go up there and actually get the eagle as well. Couple of storages, or high HP buildings at least, a storage and expo. Got to get through those first. Also doing a good job with his pathing, came in behind the sweeper. So yeah, no nuisance from the sweeper in this attack, and queen finally getting through all of the stuff that she needs to, saves his spells. So yeah, nice job there, knowing when he would need the spells and saving them for that. Another giant comes down to tank the wizard tower for the wall break. Nicely done there. Eagle activates, but queen takes it out, gets off only its first burst of shots, and has a golem with some bowlers down there and a rage spell. Just making sure this side of the funnel is very nice and crisp as well. Queen still working, not in any danger at the moment, up at the top. And 12 Valkyries now gonna go ahead, drop the jump. And once queen does some more funnel work, gonna go ahead, test the first Valk, throw in the king for some initial tanking, as well as the rest of his Valks right behind, as well as a rage spell. Queen getting kind of low, has the ability though, gonna use it right there. Nice job being aware of that as well while everything's going on in the core, and Valks just kind of shred everything in the core. You know how that looks. King ability as well, helping out in there, popping all kinds of bombs, but gets everything he needed. Got the town hall. Whole bunch of Teslas popped up, which was kind of nice. They ripped through those as well, just sort of served as extra percentage at the end there. And now queen walk is still going, and he's going to end up just about running out of time, honestly. Yeah, there's the end of the raid due to time. 67% 2-star to Mike. Great job on that hit. Our next attack, we're going to look at Carter's fresh hit 2-star. On their number 1, and we have an interesting looking base. This is kind of a hybrid base, I would say. Not really an anti 3-star, not really an anti 2-star, just kind of set to defend. Yeah, just kind of to make it a little bit too hard, or not too hard, I suppose, but a little bit harder than an anti 2-star base would be for 11v11, but also a little bit harder than an anti 3-star base would be for 10v10. Just kind of trying to get the best of both worlds, and ends up getting fresh hit 10v11 2-stars. So it really is a difficult area to base build around. Yeah, I don't really have any suggestions. I have no idea how to base build, especially up at the higher levels. But anyways, a big flaw in this base is that, as you can see here, Carter can jump directly from the outside into the town hall compartment with one jump. So he goes ahead, got some percentage up at the top, set a funnel down here at the bottom. He's going to go ahead with a big group of bowlers, take that jump spell into a rage spell, and right into the core. Gonna pop a heal spell there as well, in case he runs into any bombs, just making sure that the bulk of his army is still okay. And enemy heroes actually end up pulling in his troops into the town hall. Gets it almost down, just with the barbs from King ability and one more bowler, gets it taken out. There's the 2-star, already had the percent, and Queen's gonna stay alive just a little bit longer, take out some more buildings. She's going to go down. She had a ton of stuff on her, like 3 expos, single inferno, and Ray's going to finish off with this little minion over here, who's just going to get wrecked by the eagle shots. There it is. Fresh hit 2-star, 56% to Carter. Nice hit there. And moving along into the 10v10 action, let's take a look at GWP's hit onto their number 15. Is going to be taking this one out with a Queen Walk Gobo Wee attack. As you can see, anti-air style base, all the air defenses down here. So he's just going to Queen Walk the opposite side of the base. Yeah, avoid those air defenses entirely. No threat to the Queen Walk. On the other side, he's going to go with some witches, some bowlers down the side. Mostly just point defenses down there, a couple of mortars, but that's not going to be enough to stop the witches. And in the meantime, he's going to go ahead, start with his golems and the bulk of his army, the bowlers. Right into the middle here, drops the king to go along with them. First jump spell right into that inferno compartment, and he's going to rage through to make sure the inferno doesn't do too much. Goes ahead and drops a skeleton spell to distract the single inferno. Poisons the CC, gets the enemy queen in that poison as well, so great value there. Second jump into the second inferno compartment. Had a heal spell in there somewhere, but his bowlers tripped a bunch of bombs and have kind of fizzled out at this point. BK takes out enemy BK. Gonna go ahead, pop the ability while he works on the town hall, get through that as quickly as possible. Took out the second inferno, not sure how, kind of missed it. Bowlers, golem went in there, so probably through that. And at this point, the center of the base kind of, well, it's empty, but he doesn't have any troops in there, so at this point, a little bit sketchy in the raid. Just down to a few bowlers here at the bottom, and the Queen Walk up at the top. Yeah, bowlers coming in, some high HP to get through, lots of point defense, taking them out quickly. Archer tower gets rid of them. Cannon working on, let's see, cannon gets rid of a few more. Expo as well. Yeah, no healers on the bowlers, so they fizzle out quite quickly. This witch down here gets stuck on the hound. Sorry for the Discord notifications. But back to the attack. Queen Walk still going strong. Saves a baby dragon as well. Pretty clutch baby dragon. Queen's going to step up, take out a bomb tower. Lots of point defense on her, but she has healers, so she's going to be okay. She still has ability as well. In any worst case scenario, takes out this cannon, and he's going to go ahead after that and drop his baby dragon up at the top. That's going to go in and target the expo. So nice there. Queen's going to head over and take out the hound. Pops the ability just because she still has it. Not going to need it anywhere else. Just make sure she can get through this hound quickly. Baby dragon takes out that expo. Nicely done there. Queen won't have to go through any more walls. And baby dragon's going to head in and eat a bunch of traps, eat a bunch of air defense shots. But as you can see there, the air defense is very low, wizard tower is very low, no risk of a time fail. Queen, of course, going through the wrong wall, but luckily the archers get through theirs first, and that'll do it for this base. Finishing up on that wizard tower, one-shots that for the 3-star. Great hit to GWP. Next Town Hall 10 attack that we're going to look at, we're going to take a look at Chupacabras Hit onto number 17. Going in with a Sui Lalo. Yeah. Good hit to him. He's going to start off with some easy funneling with those minions. Could have used archers probably, but minions will get it done quicker. Some wizards up there on that free trash as well, out of range of all the defenses. And he's going to go ahead and drop his BK to do some funneling for his queen. Going to drop her now. He wants her to get that air defense. Test wall breaker. Pops a little bomb. More wall breakers are going to go in, and they're going to open up all that compartment. So I think he might have wanted queen to come in here, maybe get the inferno, maybe get that air defense. Yeah, but that is a lot of point defense, a lot of high HP buildings, as you can see, the expo, gold storage, all of that in the area as well. She's going to have to pop the ability there. And lures the CC. Not going to be a problem for the air portion of his attack, so just going to let his queen die there. Going to go ahead and start the Lalo. Heavy on the balloons at first. Couple of haste spells to get those through, excuse me. Pre-drops the rage spell. I think he wanted queen to step into the rage spell area for the skeleton spell that he's about to drop. There it goes. But actually misses the rage with the skeleton, but not going to be a problem here. Hound's still up, and that's the last air defense to go down, so still has plenty of tanking through that Hound. Hopefully the queen will lock onto the Hound, but she's picking off balloons at the moment. More haste spells, another heal spell as he goes into these back end wizard towers, and still has a haste spell in the bag. I'm going to drop it there just to make sure that he can speed through and get into... well, first of all, just to make sure his balloons can get away from the queen, or finish everything off and then get the queen afterwards, because she's still being a pain. But haste through into the Inferno, gets one Tesla, gets the final Tesla in just a moment here. And now the queen is actually the closest to the balloons, so they're going to head right back over and take her out. And that'll do it for the base. Just clean up now. Balloons end up in the center, which is very nice, taking out the CC. Bunch of minions and pups. Lures the Hound and the balloon away from the pups. So very nice there. Saved an archer just for that purpose. And he's going to finish up on all this trash for the 3-star. Great hit to Chupacabra. And into the final couple of attacks, we're going to go down to the Town Hall 9s. We're going to show one of my attacks from my 6-pack, and that'll be this one right here. Yeah. Just ignore me bragging about my 6-pack. Pretty proud of it. First one ever. You already know. But moving along, Queen Walk Lalo is the attack that I'll be using. Starting the queen off up at the top there, as you can see, BK and some wizards to do some funneling for her. Want to make sure that she goes to the right. That Tesla that popped up was a bit troublesome, took out a couple of wizards of mine, and is going to pull BK right back up to the top there. He's going to trip a bomb. I'm going to pop his ability here. Another wizard down there to get the Tesla, and very happy that the BK did not run around to that town hall. That would have messed with my healers, probably would have screwed over my raid. But my wizards get the wizard tower that was right there. Queen's going to step back for just a second, but after that wizard tower, there's nothing along this side, so she's going to go the correct way. As soon as she steps into that expo range, going to drop a rage spell. Make double use out of the rage spell for the wall breakers. Make sure I get in there. Going to lure the CC. A little bit hasty on that rage spell. I think I mistimed it a bit. Was expecting the first one to fade, so I dropped the second one, but the first one was still there for a while. A little bit awkward. Anyways, poison spell. Luckily, the witch steps into it. Get rid of the CC pretty nicely. And my wall breaker fail here. I wanted them to target this wall with the air defense so that queen could get the sweeper. She could get this air defense, but that didn't happen. So at this point, I'm freaking out a little bit, but I decide to wing it, because that's really all that there is left to do. I realize queen is not going to beat on the wall. She's going to go around the outside, and then at that point, there's really nothing I can do to save her. I'm out of wall breakers, so I decided to go ahead and start the Lalo. Any minute now, there it is. Starting with the balloons. Hound behind them. CC max Hound over here. I'm going to pop another Tesla. Get that out of the way pretty early. A little bit hasty on my haste spells. Yeah, pretty weird placement. As you can see, don't really get great value out of the first one. Second one, just because that sweeper is being annoying. Didn't plan to use my haste here. I planned to have the sweeper down, but anyways. And then my second bulk of balloons ends up taking out this air defense without a Hound. So that was a little weird. Also unintentional, this air defense up here is pounding on my healers, but the Hound comes up, pups distract the air defense, I rage over that Expo, get that taken out with my balloons, and yeah, that's it, finishing up on that air defense, no corner Teslas. Yeah, let's just clean up from here. Got plenty of pups around, some minions as well, and we're going to fast forward through the cleanup here. Balloons heading down to the storages. Yeah, didn't end up being a problem. Got the 3-star. Well done to me, I suppose. And for the final attack, we will have 7 Ko's fresh hit. He also 6-packed. So we're going to take a look at his fresh attack. Where is he on the map? There he is. And he's taking out their number 31 with a Shattered Goho. No bowlers in the CC, which is always fun to see. So drops his first golem and ends up tripping a Tesla and a Giant Bomb. And a ground skeleton spell. So great value out of that first golem. Just a hog to help get through these defenses so that the golem will go with the rest of his army. Test wall breaker, very nicely done there. Finds the small bomb, gets that out of the way for his main wall break. No wall breaker fail. I could learn from him. But anyways, a little bit awkward on the CC pull because he got it with his funneling troops, and that pulls the BK out and in, and he's running around everywhere. Has to double poison just to make sure the witch is in there, and BK ends up leaving the wall that leaving the compartment he was in to go on the outside. But that's not going to be a problem. Queen is on the inside still. Golem has died. Both of his golems have died actually. But the Queen is doing some work. She's going to get this Expo, uses the ability on the Expo, and the archers actually pull the enemy Queen in and distract her while his Queen takes her out. And then as soon as she's down, he's going to go ahead down here with his hogs. Generous at first, getting his big group set, and they're just going to kind of power through, getting these external defenses as well, making sure that there's no weird pathing issues. Yeah, some more hogs for this external mortar, Tesla, another bomb, just like the one he found on the other side. Symmetrical base, so I suppose that was expected. CC hogs coming out of the top. And first heal spell goes down, or second heal spell actually, he brought no rage, just a jump and 3 heals. Finds some more ground skellies, but not going to be a problem. Final heal spell on this bomb tower, on the wizard tower. His queen's still alive. Hogs did some nice tanking for her, and they're going to run up, find a spring trap. Not going to be an issue. They're going to take out the cannon, get a nice split onto the Teslas, and from that point on, just clean up. Queen is in the middle, found herself a bunch of nice walls to beat through as usual. Hogs running around the outside, had a bunch of wizards already doing work throughout the attack. Yeah, great job, great hit to 7-ko, and good effort by 1001 Templars this war. Back to the statistics from the war. Yeah, as you can see there again, 5-star loss for us. Not great, definitely could have performed better, but we did get close. You know, we had a 96% 1-star 11v11. So that was, you know, 2 more stars we could have had. Also had a 99% 10v10. So, I mean, we were almost there. Definitely did get outperformed though. Took the loss for it. Great job to Michigan Rose. Hopefully we'll get to see you guys again. Hopefully we'll put up a much better performance. But yeah, that was the last of our 3 placement wars. So the next CWL war we have will actually be part of the season. So we're all excited for that. Yeah, hopefully we bring our A game to that war and to the season as a whole. Yeah, look out for us. We are excited for the season. Hopefully going to kick some butt, get our name out there. And yeah, that'll do it for me from this recap. From me for this recap, never mind. Anyways, this has been Rice. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.